principle, or FCP. The total possible outcomes of compound events is found by multiplying the number of outcomes for each event.
So in fundamental counting principle, or FCP, we are going to multiply the outcome of each event to know the total outcomes of all the events when combined.
So we are going to multiply the events. We have the first event, second event, and the third event to get the total possible outcomes.
So for example, we have this problem. What is the total number of possible outcomes when a dice is rolled and then a coin is tossed? So the possible outcomes for the dice is 6 because it has 6 sides. And the possible outcomes for a coin is 2 because it has 2 sides, the heads and tails. So 6 times 2 is equals to 12 possible outcomes. We multiplied the possible outcome of a dice to the possible outcomes of the coins. So we got 12 possible outcomes. So here, this is a tree diagram. So H for heads and T for tails. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and T6. These 1 to 6 numbers represent the possible outcomes of the dice. So when you count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, we have 12 possible outcomes.
So the next example, you have 3 shirts and 4 pants. How many outfits are possible? So we have 1, 2, 3, 3 shirts, 1, 2, 3, 4 pants. So 3 multiplied by 4 is equals to 12 possible outfits because we multiply the 3 shirts and the 4 pants. So we got the 12 possible outfits.
So for the last example, sections of the 7th grade are competing for the speech choir contest. They are to compete each other. There are 5 sections in a grade level. How many different ways can there be first, second, and third places? So there are 5 sections in a grade level. So there are 5 contestants that will compete in the speech choir contest. The question is, how many different ways can there be first, second, and third places? So we have 3 events, the first, second, and the third places. So we are going to multiply all the events to know the total possible outcomes or the different ways. So we have, for the first place, for the first event, we have 5 possible outcomes or 5 different ways. Why? Because there are 5 sections that will be competing for the speech choir contest. There are 5 contestants. So for the second place, we have 4 because the other one is chosen in the first place. And for the last event, for the third place, we have 3 because the 2 were chosen in the first and second places. So we are going to multiply the 3 events. 5 times 4 times 3 is equals to 60 different ways. So we have 60 different ways that can there be first, second, and third places.
And that's it! And we hope